Hey guys, welcome to today's MCAT question of the day. As always, we will be working our way through one of the mini MCAT practice problems found at MCATselfprep.com, the home of the free MCAT prep course. I'm Andrew George, a 99th percentile MCAT tutor, and I will be walking you through today's practice problem as if you're one of my private tutoring students. Be sure to hit pause and try this problem for yourself before watching my explanation. Demographic transition theory looks at how the birth rate and the death rate will change in a society as it becomes industrialized. In stage 1, the pre-industrial stage, birth rates and death rates are high. And this is because these sorts of countries are undeveloped and they don't have access to good health care, they don't have access to birth control, they don't have access to the things that we take advantage of in modern society, right? And so a lot of children being born, but a lot of them have early mortality, die young, don't live quite as long as we do in a modern society. As this undeveloped society starts to develop, the first thing that will change is that its death rate will start to decline, as seen here in the stage 2, the transitional stage. And this decline occurs due to increased food production and improved medical care. So now the people can live longer, and so their death rate starts to decline. Next, during stage 3, the industrial stage, the birth rate starts to decline due to increased opportunities for women and access to birth control. Right? So as women are able to gain higher education, they're going to postpone having children and will likely have less children than they would if they were not going to go to higher education. So that's one example of how these increased opportunities for women might lead to this decline in the birth rate. And obviously, access to birth control is going to allow them to control when they're having those children. And so during this stage 3, the birth rate starts to decline until during stage 4, the post-industrial stage, both the birth rate and the death rate have stabilized and are equal to each other and are much lower than they were previously. With this theory, I think it's also important to understand how the overall population will change over time. In stage 1, it's going to start low. Stage 2 is going to start increasing due to the decreasing death rate. And then industrial stage, this is where it's kind of interesting. It continues to increase, and then it levels off in the post-industrial stage. Now, I think the thing that seems a little counterintuitive is why does the population continue to increase during this industrial stage? Because the way you might think about it is, well, the birth rate is declining, so shouldn't the population also decline? Well, no, the idea is that as long as the birth rate is higher than the death rate, there are going to be more people being born than people dying. Thus, the population will be increasing. Let's take a second look at our question stem. In demographic transition, first the blank rate will decrease, then the blank rate will decrease. Remember, in our discussion during stage 2, first the mortality rate decreased, then in stage 3 the birth rate decreased. Therefore, the correct answer here is answer choice A. And let's answer the question here. Will this result in an increase or decrease in the overall population? It will result in an increase in the overall population, as we discussed. If you enjoyed this MCAT question of the day, be sure to give it a like. And for more MCAT questions of the day, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and enroll in our free MCAT prep course found at MCATselfprep.com. And if you are really looking to maximize your MCAT score, feel free to visit my tutoring profile page and request a free 10-minute phone consultation. I would love to chat with you about your situation and how you can maximize your MCAT score. I look forward to hearing from you soon. We'll see you next time.